That probably would help this slightly. So we're a little bit high off that. So moving that down a little bit will probably help everything a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. Fudge this a little bit. Okay. This side needs to go down. Goes down. This one has to go up. No, this one has to go up too. Definitely moved it. Oh, that moved quick back. That moved really quick. Yeah. One move, and then it moved. That's when they seem to move it doing that. Okay, that's pretty even right there. This is not how you're supposed to put your case together. Definitely got lips now on these. That's okay, I gotta turn those on. Pretty good on the outside here. The inside sucks. So right here, it's pretty flat. When you get to the inside, it gets uneven. That's how these two mounts were. They weren't very flat. And this one over here is pretty straight. Got a little bit of rock in it. It's going like this, not lengthwise. Alright. Nice and square this way though. Okay, I'm going to run a file across this surface here a little bit. Smooth file. Now this has the writing right in here, which is affecting this a little bit, I think. It's definitely sticking up a little bit so you can feel it. So I'm going to find us a good file. That's a nice bodywork file here. But I like my regular machine files I use over here. These are pretty flat. These guys are right here. Fine, medium, and coarser. I'll try those. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Should probably go ahead and put all the rest of these bolts in there, just for the hell of it. So it's best to have everything pulled in tight when you're going to start doing some machining. Filing is still machining. This hole doesn't want to go in either. Huh. That one did not want to go in. Oh, it's tight too now. Okay, that's what we're doing. Hot in here. Okay. This is my roughest file. Okay, you can see how it's machining here. It's only hitting right here on the inside edge of the high spot. Barely touch along that edge there. And a little bit on this outside edge here. Now these files are marked so I know which way they're flat. So when you flip them upside down, they're not as flat. You want the file to be curved in the upward plane like this, not down. If you go down, it cuts in these corners when you file on it. If you have a little bit of a curve going like this, as you push across it, as long as you push right in the same spot, it'll keep it pretty flat all the way across. All files are bent and twisted. Doesn't matter who makes them. This is a body file. It's made to have your hand in here and clear in the body work. If you look at it, it also has a pretty good curve to it like this. See how it's not flat all the way across? You will cut a pretty flat surface though. So you can see how it's cutting all the way across there, pretty heavy. And over here, it's cutting along the edge here and along the edge in here, but not in the middle. So the middle's not cut. Now, if you want to know how flat that is, you put that on there now and see if it rocks. Before it was rocking, remember? Still is a little bit on the back side. It's dead flat in the front. Now you flip it over the large side like that. See what it's doing. It's a lot flatter than it was. I don't feel it moving like I used to. It's low here on the back edge, here where all this writing is. I don't know who machined those mounts, but they're definitely nowhere near flat. It was pretty flat. Same deal. It's cutting most of this surface here, and over here it's trying to cut around the hole there, but not barely doing anything. It's definitely low where all the writing's at. All right, let's get our big flat one over here. Feels pretty flat. You push it way all the way in there is when you get a little bit of rockiness. You get off that corner, it's flat. So if you get all the way against the inside edge, you can feel it not being flat, but which doesn't make sense because you can see what's filing from here out, not right on the inside. But see, this file also has a pretty good radius to it. Probably why it's not picking up the inside edge there. So we're going to drop back to the more squarish file, which is this one. This one goes all the way to the edge. But I'm not really feeling anything happening either. Pretty flat. You can barely feel anything in there at all. You come out a little bit, there's nothing. You go all the way in there, you barely feel anything. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone at that. Go to the back now. Let's see what we can figure out on this side. Don't really see much of anything being cut right now, but I'm in the corner. Pretty much cutting everything, the whole damn thing, I think. You can see where it's cutting way on the inside edge there, but that's about it. Guess that's pretty big, but it might get it all the way. It's jammed in there. It jams in there right there on that edge. Okay. I need both hands to do that one. Feels pretty flat though. Yeah, it's flat. You pull it back a little bit from that edge where it digs in and it's dead flat. Okay, so the motor mounts are flat. I don't know if they're the right heights, but they're flat. Okay, so at least we got that surface pretty good. So now I'm going to come off of this surface here, put this in the milling machine, and we're going to cut the other side. So we'll be back.